Bosh! What's going on, everybody? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another cheeky little stream for you lads and lasses. Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us on tonight's stream. What's happening, peeps? Good to see you. Thank you very much for joining and getting in here raw for the show. Do us a favour at the start of this show and smash that like button on it. It's late night, baby. I got my cup of coffee. I'm feeling pretty tired, you know, guys. Don't know what's going on. It expelled a bit of energy last night on last night's stream. Woke up reasonably early this morning as well for me. And now I'm melting, guys. So I need my piggy cup of coffee here, folks. Just to get going. Just to get going. We'll be waking up throughout the show, hopefully. We've got a bit to get into, guys. Thank you very much for getting in here. Let's see what legends are among us. Good evening, all. Who've we got in? Aaron, what's going on, lad? Dynamic Melon. Super Fat Frank. DJ Disco Dave, get in there, my son. Oh, what an unbelievable. It was crazy. I don't even know how many it was, DJ Disco Dave. It was insane, lad. One of the best streams ever for definitely for many reasons. It was mad. And we smashed up the Arsenal Hojlunds twice, guys. Get in there. Not just in the 90 minutes, but on pens too. What a bunch of mugs. Mike Hill, hello. Mark Coughlin, welcome in. Stephen Shipman, stay gold. Oh, yeah. Good evening, Dennis Johnson, Bruce McIntosh, Uncaged Squid, John Boy, Kieran, Dynamic Melon, A. Ahmed, what's happening with you? Just hi, everybody. Chris Koo, Duncan, Primot, lad, get in there. Yes, indeed. Give that like button a smashage. Drop a little like on the video. You know it makes sense. Hit that thumbs up and oh, yes. How do I like my coffee? Well, I've only just started drinking coffee again recently. Caffeine wasn't agreeing with me before. But at the moment, I've got an Americano XL on the go, done in one of those Tassimo coffee machines with the coffee pods. And it's hitting the spot, I must say. Not too bad, lad. Ayub Mohammed, hello, bro. Coffee answer to everything, says Aaron. Absolutely. Paul Ennis, welcome in there, bro. Dude, what's happening? Paul Ennis, love that. Do you know what I like about your name, Paul Ennis? Is that on your letters that you receive in the mail, it says to Mr. P. Ennis. Chloe Jenkins, good evening to you. Mike Hill, what's going on? The Vootinator, thank you very much for getting in with your 51 likes there, bro. We've got 51 likes on the stream, everybody. Please do us a favour and keep smashing the like at the start of the show. Good stuff. Good stuff. The Hoot Man, how are you doing there, bud? Get in there. Matty Bassett, Nick S, Hoodstar, Pete Morris. Oh, yes. Get in. Craw, hello. AR Mad. The Hoot Man. You know it, you know it. John Boy Cat, Jason, Chocolate Salty Balls, welcome in. And everybody else as well, thank you for joining us for the stream. We've got a bit to get into. We're going to get into it now. But hello, everyone, is what I'm saying. Good evening. Plenty to discuss. We're just going to hit on here tonight, having a bit of a chat with the Baker Brigade, bit of a chinwag, and cover all the latest transfer news and goings on at Manchester United Football Club, by the way. That's what we do here. So strap yourselves in. Let's get stuck into it then. So, bit of a slow news day. Well, let's be honest. Manchester United haven't done any business today. We were hoping that maybe we would, I don't know, table a cheeky little bid for somebody, maybe Hojlund. Maybe we'd hear about Manchester United getting rid of a player today. There's obviously players that are in the works of being sold right now. Like we know about, obviously, Fred. Fred is on the agenda to be sold, and there's various clubs that are interested in Fred. A couple of Saudi clubs, maybe Fulham here and there, one or two others. So we're waiting for maybe a little bit more to come out. Obviously, Fabrizio Romano's last update basically suggested that Fred will be sold. It's expected to be sold soon, and we should know more about it in the next week. So it could well be the case that Fred goes first out of all of the players that we're discussing now. And then obviously Erik Bailly is one to be sold as well. Reports there's interest from a couple of different teams over in Saudi Arabia, most notably Al Nassr, which is Ronaldo's team, and Bailly's supposed to have spoken to Cristiano himself and been advised on the lifestyle out there in Saudi Arabia, and also the league standard. And apparently Steven Gerrard at Al Titty is also interested in bringing him in as well. So that's something. Bailly might be on his way out. And of course, Tony Martial is a target. So we've got a nice bit of information that's just swung in off the vine actually a minute ago that says that there's a couple of sides interested in Anthony Martial. So report Al Shabab and Al Tawoun are interested in Tony Martial, and the player will leave for a small fee. So they're in talks apparently to sign Tony Martial. I must admit, I never even heard of those teams before. But there you go. I guess that's how this works with the Saudi League, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to transfers_UTD Rushmano for letting us know the information there. So apparently those teams are interested in bringing in Tony. We've got a new member of the channel, guys, Nick Stevenson. Get in there, Nick. Thank you very much for becoming a member, my son. Go on. Get in there, Nick Stevenson. Another new member of this channel. The Bacon Brigade goes strong on this one. Nick Stevenson, everyone, get your favourite emoji in the chat to welcome in Nick Stevenson to the channel membership. You are an absolute don. Thank you for supporting the show, mate. That's very kind of you. Welcome in, Nick. Absolutely, Stay Gold says welcome to Nick Stevenson. Get in there, my son. Mark says Marcio has to go. He has been shrinking. He has been shrinking, hasn't he? He's been shrinking like a sack in the cold. You're absolutely right, bud. He is shriveling up, lad. And that's the problem. It's just his career's never really going to get back on track at United, I don't think. Injury-prone melter. Let's hope this is true about these teams looking to try and take him on. You know, from Saudi Arabia, that's probably the best destination for him to go, where he might be able to, I don't know, like, not be so shit in the league, because it's not a very good league, is it? Let's be honest, guys. Yeah, they got Ronaldo, they got Tellez. Big whoop. It's a shit league, guys, and it still will remain a shit league for at least a couple more seasons. They are probably growing it to be a great league, but right now it's guff, and it's a guff league, and that's where basically some of these guff players that Manchester United have got should end up at, but they pay you well. So he could well end up going to Saudi Arabia. Plus, let's face it, Tony Martial is always injured. And what better place to go where he might be able to receive a little bit of hot weather therapy than Saudi Arabia? Let's be perfectly fair here now. You know, like my old grandma, God rest her soul, she used to say, she was from Greece, and she used to say that the cold, harsh northern winters in the UK used to give her bad arthritis and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But when she'd go back to Greece or whatever for a few weeks here or there, most of her problems would go away and they'd be alleviated. Well, maybe that's the key for Tony Martial. You know, he's getting a bit rickety. He's getting injury prone all the time. Maybe he needs some hot weather treatment or something, guys. That's all I'm saying. It's probably a great destination for the guy. So, you know, hopefully that's the case, guys, and we see that going on. Hello there, Nick Stevenson. Yes, thank you for becoming a member, my friend. Vinny Bullock says we got 73 likes. Thank you, Vincent. Keep hitting that thumbs up button if you haven't done, guys. Rushmano, thank you very much for getting in as well. The legend has entered. Rushmano says, I would sell Martial for £1 to get his wages off the books. Any takers, guys, for £1 on Tony? Any takers for Tony? You do have to pay him 200k a week, though. So, you know, you might want him as, I don't know, a chef. Maybe you could think he would be a decent sort of gardener for you, perhaps a labourer for £1. But you have to remember, he gets paid a lot of money. And also, he's not going to be able to do much labouring, guys, because he's an injury-prone fellow, this guy. So that's the problem with Tony. He's just an injury-prone player. So, yeah, don't know if we're going to get much money for him. How much do you think Tony's actually worth in this current climate, guys? Let us know in the live chat for a bit of fun. Sign for Hospital FC, says Fire Up. Yeah, Tony's just an injured man. He's an injured individual, guys. And therefore, you can't expect to get a lot of money for him because he's on already a shit ton of money, way more than he's actually worth. Probably at least double paid what he... I mean, Manchester United's wage structure over the years has been nothing short of absolutely laughable, has it? The fact that that melter is on, you know, 200k a week, doesn't that make you feel a little bit sick to the stomach? Makes me feel sick. He's not even earning it, is he? He'd be a great fluffer, says Rushmano. You what? 15 plus, says Chris Parker. 20 mil. That's wishful thinking, Mike Hill. I do think that is wishful thinking. 20 mil, says Chloe as well. You reckon he's worth that much? We do well to get 20. I think he's probably 12 million all day long. 12 million all day long. Just because of the reasons I've mentioned. He's on a big amount of money. And he's also extremely injury prone. Right, okay, so Tony Martial is one of the players that's on the way out. Quiet day today in terms of the news. We're hoping for Fred. We're hoping for... I mean, there's obviously been some revelations in regards to Tony being wanted by some Saudi teams. They must be off their rocker over there to want Tony Martial. But hopefully it's true, guys. And we get to see the back of Tony Martial at this football club. God bless him. Good technical player, but absolute guff injury merchant who never stays fit longer than, you know, 2 weeks, really. He's often injured, that guy. So it's a big problem to keep him and sustain his wages. Like Rushmano says, he'd get rid of him for £1 if it meant getting his wages off the books. And I'm sure Man United might be looking at that as well. 30 mil, says Fran Cabe. 5 mil, says Fire Up. Berber, get in there, my son. He says, Martial is what we call, in the industry, a fairy. I mean, well, Yes, perhaps. Vutinator, get in there, my son. Bruce McIntosh says 10 million as well. Fairy or Fluffer says Roshmano. You guys have got some very vivid imaginations out there, no doubt. 25 million says Mark Coughlin. Okay, now you're talking crack addict talk there, my friend. Is that Tamiasi in disguise? I don't know. But he's definitely not worth that amount, is he? Anyway, so we're trying to get rid of players. Look on Fred, right? There's a little bit on Fred here, obviously. We're trying to work to get Fred gone from the team. So Fred's situation is as this. Obviously, Fabrizio Romano earlier on reporting that expectation remains for Fred to leave Man United this summer. More to follow next week. And he understands that Fred has now picked new agents, etc., yada, 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 all the rest of it. He could leave as Fulham interested, but also reports that Saudi teams are interested in him as well. So Fred is very realistic to go out. Also maybe Tony Martial if we're lucky. Still no word on any takers for Slabby Maguire. Might have to get rid of him at your local jumble sale or something, I don't know, because he is an absolute mess. Nobody's going to want that guy. Look how poor United looked after he came on the pitch yesterday, guys. Compared to the first half anyway. Saps all the life out of Manchester United's play, doesn't he, that man? Anywho, so, there is some talks about Fred leaving, and obviously the replacement for Fred would probably be none other than a man who goes by the name of Amrabat. That's the idea here. Cheeky little bit of Amrabat action is what we're looking for. And if we can see here, guys, wait a second. As we can see here, I've got a tweet here, which should just suggest that, basically. This is from United Plug via Fabrizio Romano, and it just says that Man United are convinced that Fred will leave the club. That will be an important first step, and then they can focus on Sofyan Amrabat. So, okay, fair enough. Looks like we're trying to generate a little bit of cash to pay for Sofyan Amrabat. It's known that he's probably going to be going for around about 25 to 35 million euros, somewhere in that region. Well, I mean, we've pretty much raised the money for Amrabat now, if you ask me, with selling Anthony Elanga and doing one or two little deals here and there. If we do manage to sell Fred as well, then I'm sure Amrabat could be a big target for Manchester United to bring in ASAP. We're just maybe trying to move Fred on, get a little bit of clarity there as to how many midfielders we're actually going to have in the squad. And obviously they want to get rid of a couple of players first, just to free up some space on the old books and also free up some space in the squad. So maybe that's the case, and maybe we are looking to wait for Sofyan Amrabat until maybe Fred or McTominay or one of these chart merchants has gone. But yeah, that's the next stop, is obviously trying to sign Sofyan Amrabat from Fiorentina, tabling a bid for somewhere in the region of around about 25 to 35 million, guys. I mean, there's actually some interesting sort of rumours going around about Sofyan Amrabat that he really would like to play for Manchester United. Here's a little tweet here that says Amrabat has told Manchester United he wants to join ASAP, and it's thought that out of all the sort of prospective offers that are on the table for him, or the discussions that have taken place, I should say, that Manchester United would be one of his absolute favourite destinations in the Premier League, along with perhaps in La Liga. Saudi Arabia is not really a destination he wants to go to, by all accounts. So Amrabat to Manchester United is gathering a little bit of pace, but it seems like obviously he will be a Fred replacement, so we've got to wait for that to happen, and hopefully we see that happen very, very soon. So 3 players could go out within the next week or 2. Hopefully you're seeing Fred, hopefully you're seeing Martial, and Erik Bailly is also wanted by a couple of different clubs in Saudi Arabia as well. I think what Saudi Arabia are looking for is just a bunch of injury-prone melters, don't they? What's going on there? Who are they going to appoint? Who's Al Hilal going to appoint as their new manager? Darren Anderton? I don't know. Ledley King's going to get a job as his first assistant or something. What's going on there? Why do they want all these injury-prone melts? I mean, fair enough. I don't get it, to be fair, like why they would even want half of these players, but apparently they do. They're prepared to spend a shit ton of cash over there on these guys. So long may it continue. Come and get him. Come and get Bailly, go and get Martial, go and get all these injury-prone melts and take them off of our hands. Beautiful. Absolutely lovely. Good evening there, Matthew Smith says, evening, Piggy. See, we signed Fletcher's 2 twin sons from City. Are they actually Darren Fletcher's kids, are they? But yeah, I know we were obviously going in for them under 16s and apparently record-breaking deals for young lads. But they actually Darren Fletcher's kids, are they? That makes sense. Seeing as they've both got the surname Fletcher. That makes sense. But I didn't know that. Thanks for sharing, lad. Paul says we should call Tony Darren Anderton. We should call Tony Darren Anderton, he says. Wait, hang on a second. I've missed your comment now. Where is it? It's gone. Big up Eddie's Football Waffle. What's going on, you legend? Welcome in there, my friend. How you getting on, bud? Oh, yes. He says, hope Hojlund is an overall good player. I like some of his highlights. Hey, I've been watching a lot of his highlights. He looks like a beast, doesn't he? As in super quick, super long stride length, super large, strong. Kind of looks like a B-Tech Poundland sort of Haaland type character, doesn't he? Let's hope that he can go and score any amount of goals that guy has. But see, we're not expecting too much in his first season. He's only 20, remember. Very, very young lad, so we've got to give him time to develop, which is all the more reason why we should have gone and get somebody else. Speaking of Saudi Arabia, did you see that Mitrovic is close to joining a club over there? I think it is Al Hilal or one of those teams in Saudi Arabia. I can't remember now. But basically, he's going to join over there, guys, and leave Fulham. They're already in for Raul Jimenez, apparently. But basically, that sort of a player would have probably been quite a good player for us to get as a backup option, you know, as somebody to come in the squad and give us something a little bit different and provide some goals. So a bit of a shame that Man United didn't think about maybe going to get Mitro as a backup. I'm just talking about as a cheeky backup here. I'm not talking about as our main guy. I mean, after we've signed Hojlund, could have done a lot worse is what I'm saying. I'm sure we could do better as well, but we could have done a lot worse. So, you know, we have to sort of act soon, I think, in this window, try and sign one or two players in that number 9 position. Hojlund's obviously in the works. Before we get on to Hojlund, I just want to finish talking about Amrabat. Yeah, Amrabat is a slow burner. Man United are top of the list. Amrabat wants Manchester United, from all accounts anyway, that was seen on social media and things like that, and he wants to obviously play in the Premier League. And his head has been turned. He's lost focus at Fiorentina. Their manager has said as much in recent weeks, and that maybe it would be a good time for him to leave sooner rather than later. So hopefully United can get a little bit of business done for Amrabat, but perhaps we're just holding off on, you know, selling the likes of Fred. Fred might be the sort of guy to be going. You think Mitrovic has a bad attitude? I mean, he's a little bit of a shithouse, I'll give you that. Obviously, the way he's left Fulham is shithousery as well. He's a bit of a shithouse, but I kind of like that, to be honest. I kind of like the fact that he's a bit of a shithouse. I would have had him personally. Let's see what the chat thinks. Smash a 1 if you would have had Mitrovic as a backup striker. Smash a 2 if you think he's got a bad attitude and he's just a complete wrong and you wouldn't have him. Let us know. But, I mean, honestly, as a backup option, you could do a lot worse. Somebody different, somebody to provide you something else. He gets some goals. He scored some goals for Fulham. I'm sure if he got the service at Manchester United, he'd probably have scored quite a reasonable amount of goals. There you go. Okay, a few 2s coming in here, mostly 1s. Yeah, I mean, he's obviously a decent sort of an option. Of course, he's not perfect, and he is a bit of a shithouse, like you say. Great shout, Matthew Bassett. We'll get onto that in a moment, but you are absolutely right. Atalanta interested in signing Albalal Toure, possible replacement for Hojlund. Spot on, they're working on that. Everton are also interested in Albalal Toure, though, so, you know, it remains to be seen whether or not they can get him. Obviously, I guess if they signed him, Atalanta that is, they would be much more open to allowing Hojlund to go to us sooner rather than later. They need certain assurances there. Yeah, you'd have had him for security, says Roshmano. You can't push refs and play for Man United to stay gold. Why not? Why not? You know what I mean? That was actually against us in that game. I mean, you know, I like his passion. I like his outright anger. Eric Cantona kicked a fan. You know what I'm saying? I like that. I like my players to have a bit of bollocks about them, to be fair, you know? So, yeah. We did do FIFA earlier on the gaming channel, Rajat. Yes, go and subscribe to the gaming channel, Flying Pig Gaming. Click the bell icon over there and you'll see when we're playing FIFA over there, lad. But we did play it today for a few hours. Fun times, fun times. Okay then, so, yeah, better than effing Wout Weghorst. Absolutely. How many goals did he score this last season for Fulham? Don't know. Was it 13? Was it 14? Not sure. Decent amount, though. Decent amount. He definitely had a decent sort of a season, old Mitrovic. So we could have done worse. Anyway, he's going to Saudi Arabia as well. So Saudi Arabia are quickly assembling a very decent sort of set of players throughout the league, it seems. And he's just another one to add to those ranks. Man United, the fact is we need a number 9 and we need a backup as well to that number 9, especially if Tony Martial's being sold. So let's get on to Hojlund then. We've talked about some of the other players. We talked about, obviously, some of the players that are going and to maybe finance this Hojlund situation or the Amrabat deal. But let's just have a little look at Hojlund. So, interesting quotes coming out from Hojlund here. Check this out. Fabrizio Romano says the feeling of sources is that despite PSG being in the race for Rasmus Hojlund, the priority of the player is said to be Manchester United. And there's actually some direct quotes from Rasmus Hojlund here as well that says, I will not hide the fact that I'm a huge Manchester United fan. Get in there, my son. That's what we like to hear, really, isn't it? You know, the fact that he is apparently a Man United fan. If he is a Manchester United fan, then surely that's going to play into our hands. And he's somebody that we could easily get if he wants to play for Man United, if he's a fan of us. I mean, it doesn't necessarily tell you the whole story. Money talks and bullshit walks. And if you can get a bigger, better deal going somewhere else, maybe it doesn't matter who he likes. You know, the fact is he's an Atalanta player and Manchester United are in for him. Manchester United have already agreed personal terms with him. So if that's not an indication of wanting to play for us, I don't know what is. It just depends on, it remains to be seen whether or not there's going to be good offers from elsewhere. As we've established there, PSG are the other team that are sniffing around him like flies around shite at the moment with what's going on with Kylian Mbappe. And their coach has come out this evening and said, yeah, they do need to sell a lot of players at the moment and they're trying to get rid of players. And because of that, obviously, they're going to start looking at trying to sign players. So PSG is a strong possible destination for this guy as well. And they're currently locked in some negotiations or at least some dialogue with the representatives of Rasmus Hojlund as of right now. So that is a bit of a concern for us, but I don't think it's too much of a concern. I think if you look at sort of what's been said and the fact he's already agreed personal terms with us, at least from a verbal standpoint, then that's a good indicator of the fact that we are leading the race to sign Rasmus Hojlund at the moment. It doesn't mean we will end up buying him. You know, there's lots of things that could fall down, but certainly we are favourites to bring him in at this moment in time. Ice Queen Gaming has become a member of the channel, by the way, everybody. Can we just get a hashtag? No, she's been a member, I should say, for 9 months. Can we just get a highlighted 9 in the live chat there for Ice Queen Gaming? Thank you so much for being a member 9 months. Get in there, you legend. Oh no, she is a new member. Is that a new member? I don't know. I think you're a new member, aren't you? I don't know, but either way, thank you, Ice Queen Gaming, for being a member there. Get in there, you legend. Hashtag 9 there, please, everybody, for Ice Queen. Thank you so much for supporting the channel for 9 months. Great to see you. And everybody else in here, thank you for joining, by the way. Alan Carter, great to see you. Marcus, Rajat. We got the main man, Jarvis Cocker, in here. Big up, you absolute legend. What's going on, my friend? How are you doing tonight? Jarvis, everybody, what a top don. Eddie, everybody, thank you guys for getting in. Make sure you do hit that like button as you're just joining the stream. Drop a little thumbs up on this stream if you want. That will help this stream out and boost this up on the old YouTube algorithm, etc. So smack that thumbs up and that'd be awesome. Mark N's got in here raw. He says, get in, pig. Rasmus wants United. Erik ten Hag wants him too. It's a bromance made in heaven, isn't it? Yeah, I think you're right, really, Mark. I think it's pretty clear that Rasmus would be keen to play for Man United. It doesn't guarantee that we'll end up signing him. He could always have his head turned maybe by a big, fat, juicy offer from elsewhere. But at the moment, he's agreed with Manchester United in terms of personal terms. And Erik ten Hag, the project at United, it must be quite an exciting one. I would be excited by it if I was a 20-year-old lad, because everybody knows that Man United don't have a number 9 at the moment. We don't have a proper striker. And so if you're Rasmus Hojlund, you're thinking about where can I go in world football where I'm going to get a lot of game time, but that it's a very high standard. You're not going to get many better places right now than Manchester United, because we've got a bunch of melters as options as a striker. But we're still in the Champions League and we're in the Premier League, and you know we finished 3rd last season. So from that respect, I think it is actually a pretty awesome place to go and ply your trade right now at United, to be a number 9, to come in, be the main guy for Erik ten Hag, play with, you know, Rashford and Anthony and Bruno Fernandes and all these guys. I mean, I'd be licking my lips at the prospect of it. If I was Rasmus Hojlund, to be honest, especially at 20 years of age, to actually have that possibility of being the main guy at United sounds pretty epic. Get in there, Don Gungshi. Let's be having you. Yes, thank you very much indeed, everybody. Mark N for being a member 12 months. Top man. Appreciate you. Yes, it was insane. Stuart Stormtrooper Water. What an absolute fantastic situation, lad. Amazing stream. Brilliant game of football as well. Thoroughly bloody enjoyed it, lad. Yep, Pete Morris, that's what we're talking about. So basically, PSG are sniffing around him. And because especially with what's happening with the Kylian Mbappe situation, they are kind of interested in looking at getting different forward players in, aren't they? And obviously, Kylian might be leaving them. If he's not leaving them, he might be sort of cast out in the doldrums and not favoured at all. even if they can't sell him, but they probably are trying to sell him, which means they might have a fat chunk of cash ready just sitting there soon to be able to spend on players. And PSG aren't short of a few bob anyway. And a young player like Rasmus Hojlund going to League One would be a bit of a coup for them at this stage, because obviously, he would probably have a field day scoring a lot of goals over there. It's an easier league than the Premier League. They could pay him very handsomely. So yes, they are after him, but my humble opinion is that he'll join Man United. Come on, United! Let's have a vote in the live chat though, guys. Get your thoughts and opinions in. Where does he play next season, guys? PSG, Man United, or maybe Atalanta if they play hardball and, ask for too much money? It's possible, I guess, that he stays. I doubt it. United we stand. Thank you very much there for the super chat, lad. Come on. He says, do you think Erik ten Hag is going to cook something special this year? I think he already is, mate. I think he already is. I think if you put your head out the window right now, take a nice deep breath in, lad, you might just be able to smell what Erik ten Hag's cooking right now, mate. I think he's cooking a little bit of glory with a side of trophies, mate. That's what I think he's cooking, but who knows? I mean, we'll see. Obviously, I hope he is cooking something nice this season, bud. He's got a head that kind of resembles an egg. Let's hope that he's cooking some tasty eggs for Manchester United this season. Vincent Demise, thank you so much for getting in here. Vincent, lad, what's happening, bro? Thank you very much for your €6 super chat here, getting in here, lad. He says, as a Dutch Ajax fan, curious to know what you find as positives and negatives of Erik ten Hag so far. Give him back, perhaps? He's all ours, mate. He's all ours. Okay, so positives and negatives. This is an interesting one. Thank you for getting in. So my thoughts on Ten Hag are largely all positive. There's a few, I guess, little drawbacks in regards to some of his management over the last year, but very minor stuff. What I really like about him, okay, this is a list. Let me just start noshing off verbally Ten Hag here. There was no need for the hand gesture there, was there? Sorry about that, guys. Let's start verbally noshing off Ten Hag then, seeing as this guy's sent a message. Thank you, Vincent. He says, what do you like about him? Well, he came in, he established a sort of disciplinarian vibe at the club, which I liked. Ollie was busy mates, put your hand around you, He had all the guys doing whatever they want, walking all over him, Ten Hag's come in, stamped down his authority. He's sacked off Cristiano Ronaldo, who was too big bollocks. He's gone up, he's butted heads with the biggest ego in world football. And Ten Hag's the guy that's come out smelling of roses in that situation. That's a hard place to start, really, in terms of your managerial career at United. Then you've got the Glazer shithouses there. You look at the players that he's signed. He's obviously got a great eye and a great vision because he's signed a couple of players full well from Ajax, Martinez, Anthony, these guys, and a couple other players, Malacia from Feyenoord, and some other players, Casemiro, etc. And they've all more or less done really, really well at the club. So he's obviously got an ability to acquire talents and get the best out of players that he sort of thinks will fit the club well and his style of play. He also came in and managed to get more or less all of the players that were struggling the season before to perform again. People like Marcus Rashford were absolutely gashford the season before, but under Erik ten Hag, his man management, whatever the case may be, his tactics, his coaching, brought the best out in Marcus. Same goes for people like Luke Shaw, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Dalot, and the list goes on. There's many players at United that have benefited from the Ten Hag effect, just him actually coaching them. I feel like he has turned around the fortunes of a good few people in this football club. Not everybody. Still a couple of letdowns, Jadon Sancho, etc. But most of them, he actually had a great hand in. So that's a great positive. I think his development of players is excellent. I think his tactics are fresh. His tactics are very, different to what we were doing before. We were a sort of gash counter side before, and he's slowly transitioning us to be like an attacking side, a team that will press and be dogged in the midfield and win the ball back and get going on the attack and very dynamic and very quick and transitioning quickly. And so I think he's slowly working towards that. That's not going to happen overnight. He needs to get the right players in the squad to do that. But you can see what he's trying to do, especially when players like Slabby Maguire are gone out of the team. You see the improvement in the way that we're playing. So I think stylistically he is trying to work towards a goal of playing really nice, pressing, attacking football, which is what I like to see. Not only that, you've got to admire his character. You've got to admire, the way he carries himself. That's also big plus points for him as well. And he seems pretty determined. He expects a lot from his team, expects a lot from his players. He's somebody that obviously demands a certain high standard from his team. And if they're not going to give him that, doesn't really matter who you are, you'll be sacked off to the bench, my son. So I really do like that. There's one or two negatives, I guess. I mean, nothing major, but maybe last season we could have blooded a little bit more youth. Perhaps maybe one or two more performances to the likes of Pellistri and Garnacho and these guys. He could have maybe given them a few more games, but he didn't. He's gone with his tried and trusted sort of senior players more often than not. But this is a very minor negative. Overall, he got us third in the league, won us a cup, got us in an FA Cup final. I mean, he actually had a pretty immense season for his first season at the football club. He's also somebody that seems to have like a good eye for things, like just like making interesting decisions, like putting Luke Shaw in the back line, which nobody else tried to do, but he did, and he performed really well there. Or having like Weghorst play centre forward, but deeper, like behind the striker. Weird stuff like that, which you wouldn't necessarily think would actually work, did work. So I just think he's got a bit of an eye for tactics. I just love him. But also, we have to wait and see. I mean, this is his true test this season. It's taken time, obviously, to build what he's done at the moment, and then he needs to acquire players. Once he's acquired those players, we'll find out if he can keep it going and keep progressing. Because we don't want to be finishing third again and competing for Mickey Mouse League Cups. We need to see some progression. Yeah, and Bruno at right wing, absolutely, Raja. So he's obviously done some things that some other managers just wouldn't do, and done it well. He's not perfect. He made a few errors here or there. He's got a few things wrong, like some of his substitutions in certain games, like was it against Sevilla? I can't really. There's a couple of games like when he brought Slabby Maguire on towards the end of a game, and then we went down to 10 men and after an injury, stuff like that. The things that could happen went wrong, and he didn't really think about it. There's a few negatives. But I really don't think there's that many negatives when it comes to Ten Hag. I think he's a great player, a great manager, and we're very lucky to have him at the moment, especially when you're contending up against the owners that we've got. Mark Coughlin says, I think the Polo necks need to go. Okay, nice one. But anyway, thanks for your super chat there, Vincent. I appreciate you getting in here from Holland, lad. You beauty. Thanks, Rushmano. He says, subscribe to the channel. Yeah, guys, hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. Get yourself subscribing to the channel. And another thing I like about Ten Hag, he's not afraid to make difficult decisions like some of the previous coaches were. He sacked off the captaincy from Maguire, which is beautiful. 121 likes, guys. Keep hitting that thumbs up button. Let's get this sucker to 150. Oh, yeah. John Vallandigham says, respect to Jersey for hosting a great show. Mate, that was awesome, wasn't it? That MetLife Stadium. I'm from New Jersey, where many moiders are coy. Mate, that MetLife Stadium was actually pretty lit, wasn't it? It was a nice looking stadium. It was full to the rafters. It was very nice indeed. Fair play to them. It was a great old show, that one. Couple of suspect things I wasn't so happy about. What's with the American national anthem before the game? This is two English teams playing against each other. It's not a baseball game between the New York Yankees and the bloody Boston Red Sox, is it? No, it's not. And then secondly, what's the deal about having a penalty shootout at the end of the game when we beat them 2-0? Bizarre. That was weird, wasn't it? That was pretty strange. And Emberglance said, awful pitch. I mean, it was a little bit bald in places, wasn't it? That's a fair point, actually. It didn't look like the most well-conditioned pitch out there. That's a fair point. But the actual stadium, the actual show, the actual hosting of it was pretty epic, to be fair. They did well. So, yeah, good shout, John Vallandigham. I hope you're doing good, bud. Thank you for getting in the stream, lad. Nice one. But, yeah, always nice to see Manchester United on tour there and getting round the world and seeing different fan bases come out, and obviously you saw a lot of New Yorkers and New Jerseyites. Don't know if that's a thing, but whatever. A lot of people around that area going to support Manchester United. Even Julia Roberts getting in on the action, guys. Even Julia. So awesome that was, guys, to see, and good job they did hosting it. Definitely. I think they had Fat Joe as a cheerleader at one point, guys. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But it was pretty cool. I enjoyed it anyway. And the best thing about it is that we smashed up Arsenal, even though that they had their sort of best team out there on the pitch. We had players like 18-year-old Kobbie Mainoo mugging off Declan Rice, their £100 million sign, and making him look like a right tit. I was very happy with that, guys, seeing them bottle it and Manchester United do the business on them. What a great day. And even the second half, when we've changed things to put in like C squad on there with Slabo and Lindo and people like that, they still weren't unable to penetrate us. So just a great day at the office. We actually did the double against them as well. We beat them in the 90, then we beat them on penalties. Have some of that, Arsene Hojlund. Doesn't get much better than that, does it? But very strange about the penalty shootout at the end. That was weird. That was strange. Okay, couple of other things I want to get into then. So the Hojlund malarkey. So, let's talk about this guy. So Hojlund. Understand, this is from Fabrizio earlier on. He says, understand that Manchester United are now set to submit the first official bid for Rasmus Hojlund next week. PSG keep speaking to the players' side. Man United are set to bid soon. They want to avoid any hijack. Man United agreed personal terms as revealed. Player prioritising Manchester United. That is the current situation, that he's expected to want to go to Manchester United. We'll see about that. Money talks, bullshit walks. Which way is Rasmus going to go? Hopefully he comes to United. But obviously, Fab there saying that we are set to bid very, very soon. So when that will be, who knows? That's on Manchester United's recruitment team to get that deal done. But they've been having talks over the weekend, by all accounts. And, it's just a matter of time before we bid. So sometime in the next week, we should have an offer tabled to Atalanta, hopefully sooner rather than later, and we can start this, start the serious negotiations. They may well take a little bit of time. They may knock us back once or twice, but ultimately we should probably be able to reach an agreement with them because he's already agreed personal terms with us. He wants to come to Manchester United. They stand to make a very pretty penny on this guy. They might rather keep him and sell him in a year's time for even more money. But they've got a player who seemingly wants to join Manchester United, which means that it's difficult for them to really get the best out of him in the next year and force him to stay. They can cash in, maybe get 60 million quid or somewhere in that region. In terms of money involved, it's a tricky one. They supposedly want 80 million, somewhere around about that. Crazy money. They won't get that amount of crazy money for him. Man United would obviously rather pay closer to half of that. But various different reports. Here's one from Ben Jacobs, for instance, just suggests that they would kind of be interested in letting him go if they were to receive 60, 65 million euros. And Manchester United are hoping that 60 to 65 is enough to secure Rasmus Hojlund. Big week ahead. Atalanta know they can't hold out for 100 million or close, despite some reports. Yeah, it was crazy. If we were realistically being told by Atalanta that they want 100 million euros for him, we'd just walk and go and put a little bit more and try and get Kane or someone, or even Kylian Mbappe or something crazy like that. Obviously, those are very unrealistic, but it's only going to take a little bit more money, really, to go and get somebody like Kane who's proven to bag you 30 goals in the league. So from that point of view, I don't think Atalanta can really ask for all that much money. Yes, it's a significant amount of money. For a 20-year-old who scored 9 goals last season, 60 million euros is a shit ton of cash. And they may well get some add-ons and some bonuses down the road as well. So I'm sure it'll be a sweet deal for Atalanta, whatever happens here. I think we probably should be, in the region of 50 to 60 million euros is where we should be looking to pay, which is 40 to 55 million pounds, say, somewhere in that sort of figure. Because as I say, he has only scored 9 goals last season. He is a young player who's got bags of potential, but he's not quite the finished article just yet. He's still raw. He's still raw, man. And he needs some tutelage, he needs some coaching, he obviously needs to adapt, he needs time. But I like his raw attributes, the fact that he's obviously a big physical lad, that he's quick, he's got a big stride on him, and he's got an eye for goal. And if you can coach him right and develop him right, and he progresses, he's going to be one of the sort of leading strikers in the world, you would think, in a couple of years' time. So we don't want to miss out on this guy. But we certainly don't want to pay 100 million euros for this guy. Mark Coughlin thinks it'll be 70 mil. Mark N says 50 or 55 million is 60 to 65 million euros. Thank you, Mr. Converter. 86 million came from a quote about the coach saying he wanted that. Well, yeah, so the coach said that he hopes that if they do sell Rasmus Hojlund, it's beyond his control, basically. But he said that they hope they to receive around about 80 or 90 or 100 million euros. He hopes they don't get shortchanged on Rasmus Hojlund because he thinks he's a top tier player. But obviously, all coaches are going to say that. He's not going to say, "Yeah, Man United want Hojlund. We'll let him go for 2 fucking club orange bars." Do you know what I mean? If you like a lot of chocolate on your biscuit, join our club. They still do them, guys. I don't know, but I used to love them back in the day. Can't beat a cheeky orange club, can you? Or the double chop ones, the blue ones. Yeah. Anyway, 65 million euros, says Chloe Jenkins. 60 million euros with some add-ons. What do you guys think? How much does it take to get Hojlund from those Atalanta mugs? Let us know in the live chat. Oh, the raisin one. Yeah, good shout, Nick Stevenson. Good stuff. So we'll see. We'll see, guys. We'll see how much money it takes, but first bid is expected to go in there very, very soon. Thank you, Sing Games. Yes, I forgot about that as well. He says, retweet the stream. I will shout out everyone later on in the show who's retweeted this stream and helped us spread the word of the show. So go over there and give us a retweet on Twitter. It's free to retweet, obviously, and that will help us out big time. Must place a 79 mil. Oh, 60 plus add-ons, says Madhouse. Crikey. Duke of Rodtown says 60 to 65 with add-ons is enough. 100% I agree. 50 mil, says Rajat. 50 to 55, says Mark. 60 mil, says Mr. U. 60 mil, says Afonso Dinis. 60 mil, scared PSG will hijack this move. News update. Let's have a look at this then, Rushmano. Okay then, so there is a report that's just come in that says Manchester United officials are now pondering a fresh approach. What is this? What is this that's come out? Are now pondering a fresh approach for Harry Kane after being informed that Daniel Levy has been told by Tottenham's majority owner Joe Lewis that Kane cannot be allowed to run down his contract and leave for nothing next year. This is quite interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay then, let's get this up on the screen so you guys can see it. This has just come out this evening. It's via Jamie Jackson. Let's have a little look. I mean, obviously we're talking about Hojlund, we're talking about strikers. We need a striker. If they're gonna be asking for too much money, then like I was just said a minute ago, it makes sense for Manchester United to try and look elsewhere. And try and get somebody who's more experienced, who's more advanced. I mean, take this with a massive pinch of salt though. Because, you know, it's one of those, Harry Kane, it's a lot of paper talk going on. But this has come out from Jamie Jackson this evening that says, Justin, Manchester United could revive their interest in Harry Kane after being informed that Daniel Levy has been told by Tottenham majority owner Joe Lewis that Kane cannot be allowed to run down the contract and leave for nothing next year. Well, no, like I've talked about a lot this summer, and I'm always bored of talking about it, to be fair. Like, Harry Kane is worth 100 million close enough right now with 1 year left on his contract. Like, that's what Spurs could get for a player who's want away, who they can't provide the football that he requires, i.e. playing in the top European competition or having the possibility of winning things. And also, you know, they will lose in a year's time for nothing unless they are prepared to sell him right now this summer. So surely he's got to go somewhere this summer. They might end up getting all of the money what they want, which is understandably about 120 million, which is crazy. But even if he's just going for 90 million or 100 million, that's better than a kick in the kicks. That's better than nothing from Tottenham's point of view. And surely Tottenham aren't going to put themselves in the position where this guy's going to run his contract down and then go and join a rival in a year's time for free anyway. They might as well cash in and get the money for him and try and rebuild and reinvest that money into the squad. And, you know, try and actually have a decent season. If they've got Kane there, I'm sure if they kept Kane prisoner, which it seems like it sort of is right now, he would probably get his head down and perform and play reasonably well. I don't think he's the type of guy to just down tools completely. If he's there, he's a Spurs legend, he's their all-time goal scorer, etc. I'm sure he would still be a good player for them for the next year. But it's against his will, and in a year's time they'd lose him. So, yeah, I think that they've got to try and sell him. It's just whether or not they want to sell him to a team within the Premier League, or maybe Bayern Munich abroad, you know, or PSG. There's some talks about maybe they could be interested with what's going on with Kylian Mbappe. You know, there's lots of ifs, ands, or buts there, but realistically they could get probably a little bit more money from Manchester United. To me, he's the ideal candidate for us to go and get because he provides us the goals right now. I know he's not going to be as quick or maybe as pressing as the likes of Hojlund for us, and maybe Ten Hag doesn't want Kane. But actually, if you just look at what a quality player he is and his goals, he's obviously he'd be a fantastic addition to any team in world football, if you ask me. So for that reason, we should absolutely go and get him. But big question marks. Don't see Spurs wanting to sell him to Manchester United. If all the teams that they could sell him to, obviously they'd rather sell him to PSG, Bayern Munich, one of these teams abroad, so he doesn't come back to bite them a couple of times a season. But let's just ask the chat for fun. If you could sign one striker, just one striker, this summer, who would it be and why? But for me, it is Harry Kane all day long, even though Hojlund's obviously great. 9 goals in Serie A doesn't compare to 30 in the Premier League just gone last year, does it? Not at all. Haaland says fire up. Get out. Mbappe's a great shout, Jamie. Boomy says Mbappe. Mbappe. That's a great shout, but even less realistic, if anything. Hojlund says Duncan. Kolo Muani says Ember Glance. Pig centre forward says Rajat. Hojlund says Marcus. Haaland. Kane, Premier League tested. That's what I'm saying, Chris Barker. Yeah. And who needs Mbappe? Mbappe because he's miles better than anyone. I mean, I would obviously have Mbappe in a heartbeat. What an amazing world-class talent. But you know what? Bit of a prick. Bit of an egomaniac. Bit of a prima donna. Maybe he would just, be more trouble than he's worth. Maybe Ten Hag doesn't want a guy like that. Veghorst says Rosmano. Osserman, 100% elite player already. That'd be great too, but don't they want 100 mil or something for that guy as well? Mitrovic says Mad Owl. Scooby says Veghorst. Hojlund, because so the Glazers would go. Hojlund says Nick Stevenson. And Mbappe says Bruce. Harry Kane, my son. Well, it's very split in the live chat, isn't it? Sing Games says 100 million for Kane. Giving Spurs 100 million. Not doing that. Okay, fair enough. I see what you're saying. But what if it could fire us to a potential title or some trophies and things like that? No, it's not like Spurs are going to give a good account of themselves spending that 100 million anyway. They will spend it, but they probably won't spend it well. It probably won't make them title challengers or anything by having to reinvest that money. They will be shites in games. So, you could give them 100 million. It's not going to harm us, I don't think. It's just going to help us because we'd actually have a quality player who could do well. Okay, fair enough. It's too much money for a player with a year left on his deal, but we just paid 60 million for Mason Mount, who literally had a year left on his deal. And if we're being honest, he's half the player as Kane. He's half as much, value to the squad. If we're being honest, I think Mason Mount is going to be good for Ten Hag United, actually, even though I'm not a big lover of him. But nobody can deny Harry Kane is exactly what we're missing. Harry Kane, somebody who can bag goals, somebody who's got that movement, somebody who can finish the chances off, somebody who's got a good head on him. As in, he can put the ball in the back of the net with his head. I'm not saying his head's that good because it's a bit sus. You know what I mean? But as in, somebody who can score your goals. We need goals. We're crying out for goals. We're desperate for goals. Wait till January for Kane. Might be too late, those Sing Games. Might be too late. He might be playing in Munchen by then, He could be sold to Munchen this summer. I think if we're going to act on Harry Kane, we kind of got to act sooner rather than later on that guy. But anyway, it's obviously a speculative report that's come out there, folks. You've got to say, it's a speculative bit of news. Let's hope that there is some basis to it. Maybe Manchester United could perhaps revive interest in it. So this is what the report just said a minute ago. United could revive their interest in Harry Kane after being informed that Levy has been told by Tottenham majority owner Joe Lewis that Kane cannot be allowed to run down his contract. And from their point of view, they're businessmen. Why the hell would they be okay with this player who they could get 100 million for right now leaving for nothing in a year? So I do think there's a bit to this. I think that my gut feeling is that Spurs will sell Kane this summer. I'm not saying we'll buy him because firstly, we actually need to have the interest in go in for him and start negotiations, which we're not. But maybe PSG, maybe Bayern, somebody who knows. I think they will sell him this summer, guys. What do you think, guys? Do you think Kane stays or goes? But because of the fact that they stand to lose 100 million on a guy that they could sell now that could walk in a year's time, I think that they will actually cash in and get rid of him this year. They've kind of got to. Otherwise, they're just cutting their nose off to spite their face, really. It's kind of obscene if they don't let him go. Sing Game says Kane does not have to leave. Well, he doesn't have to leave, but they will lose a heck of a lot of money if he doesn't go. But Rushy says, I think you'll find if Bayern get a deal, it might draw United out for a last-minute bid for Kane. Yeah, good shout as well. As we talked about, sometimes if you look at what United have done over the last couple of years, we've stayed quite quiet with certain players we're interested in. And then we've struck like a cobra late on and just gone in there and hijacked. People like Malacia, people like Martinez, Arsenal obviously had 3 or 4 bids rejected from Ajax to begin with for Lisandro Martinez last summer. Did you see Mikel Arteta after the game getting all huggy with Lisandro Martinez? He loves him, doesn't he? He's desperate for Lisandro the Butcher in his team. Well, you can't have him, Arteta. And we just swooped in and he ended up going to us and we just beat their offer by a little bit and we were able to get the deal done that way. Yeah, that could well happen. Why scratch around all summer long having these long drawn out protracted negotiations with Spurs when we can just let Bayern do it and then go in and try and beat it by a few million and get the deal done, That's also an option. I think maybe we could be going in for him. But listen, the Glazers are still here right now. And if history has told us anything, is that the Glazers shithouses don't really go and get the players that are available when we need them, as and when we need them, more often than not. We miss out, even if they're not even the most expensive, let alone if they're super expensive. You know, we were offered the chance to sign Caicedo for 5 million. We were offered Ruben Diaz for 20 odd million way before he went to City. We were offered Julian Alvarez, another one for very cheap. Denied. We didn't get him, even though we should have done. So who's to say that they even want to spend the money right now? Who knows, though? Who knows? I mean, that's a good point you make, Jaheim. He says Kane's a Glazer signing. I mean, perhaps it is. From a commercial standpoint, like I say, he obviously is quite marketable, this guy. So, good point. Good point. But anyway, so yeah, that's the possibility, guys. I don't know on Kane. It's very unrealistic, but I would like to think that we should be going for him. We should go for him because he's exactly what we need right now. If we want to challenge Manchester City for the title, then we've got to try and get somebody that can score as many goals as their main man. And I think Harry Kane's the only person really we could go and get right now that could actually do that. So Haaland got 36 goals for City. If Kane was playing for City last year, he'd have probably got 36 or 39 goals for City last year, if he stayed fit and played all those games, because he is a quality player. He scored 30 for those shithouses Spurs. So if you want to fight fire with fire, what better way to do that than get the most proven goal scorer in the league? United, we stand as if we get Kane, we win the league. Could be that simple, lad. Could be that simple. You need a bit of luck. You need your players to stay fit. The back four is absolutely spot on, if you ask me. The new goalkeeper should do the business. The midfield's looking okay these days as well, particularly if we add Amrabat to it. And if we get Kane, crikey, we've got the goals in our team as well then to really damage opposition. So I'm completely with you as well. Thank you very much for your say. Bell6891, welcome in, lad. Right, okay, so we've got a few more things to discuss. Obviously, the Hojlund info is quite interesting, and here's just a little bit more on Hojlund, obviously. So, just put it up on the old Twitter box here, guys. So, Rasmus Hojlund has asked his agents to prioritise Manchester United. Very important week ahead, and waiting, of course, for the right bid. But at the moment, that's what it seems like. That's the latest reports from various places. Alfredo Padula over in Italy reporting that his preference is Manchester United. So we may not get Kane because we've already gone and spunked our money on Rasmus Hojlund, and I can't see the Glazers wanting to spend, 160 million on two players. Very unlikely anyway, particularly after we get Hojlund. So we're looking at getting Hojlund. Hojlund's understandably Erik ten Hag's priority right now. You've got to let Erik ten Hag build the squad that he wants. He might not want Kane. He might not want Kane. Kane's a great goal scorer. I think he possesses a lot of attributes that we need. He can drop deep. He can get involved in the build-up. He can score goals. He can score headed goals. He can score outside the box. He can score inside the 6-yard box. He's a finisher, close range, far out. He can actually do a bit of everything, Harry Kane. But he's not very quick, and he's not the best presser. So in comparison to maybe somebody like Rasmus Hojlund, who's young and pacey and has a big stride and, maybe that fits Ten Hag a little bit better than what Harry Kane would. So that's the argument, really. It's down to what Ten Hag wants and what Ten Hag needs, and therefore, we've got to allow him to do what he wants and build the squad. So he might not even want Harry Kane. It depends how he wants to play. The last thing we need is another sort of, the last thing we need is another sort of Ronaldo situation. And I don't think it would be like that, but remember this season when Ten Hag first came in, and Ronaldo, everybody was criticising Ronaldo, saying he's shite and he's finished because he wasn't really fitting into the system at all well. We looked better without him. Well, maybe there's some argument to suggest that that could be the effect with Kane. I doubt it. I think Kane would be a quality enough player to do bits, and there's different ways to play the game, obviously. But maybe he does want a super pacey striker playing on the last man. But I really do think he'd be absolutely great for what we need, Yeah, CH Sniper says Kane is just perfect, but yeah, not the one to press high. That's the thing. So it depends on what Ten Hag is looking to do with his team. I mean, in an ideal world, we've said this all summer long, and it's kind of boring, to be honest. But the best thing, the ideal thing that Manchester United could do would be to buy Harry Kane as our main guy and buy Rasmus Hojlund to come in and help out and score plenty of goals and just deputise for Kane. Kane's somewhat injury prone in the past. He won't be playing every single game. You've got a lot of competitions to contend with. Hojlund would get a lot of game time. If Martial's going, we could have Hojlund and Kane basically running the show up there for a number of years. And then in a few years' time, when Harry Kane's ready to sort of hang up his boots or leave Manchester United, then Hojlund's the best striker in the world at that time, you know, in a few years. So that's basically what we're looking for, guys. Get them both. Get them both, and then the problem is solved. Exactly, Alan Partridge. Just get the bodies in. You had Weghorst up front last season. Back of the net. 100% with you there, bud. Smell my cheese, you mother. 100% agree with you there, Alan Partridge, lad. Yep, definitely. So Tony, Bailly and Scott equals a free Rasmus. Precisely, NJ. Fred's going out soon, hopefully. Bailly's going out soon. Martial's going out soon. There's even a few hangers on as well that maybe could be sold. Like you said, like McTominay, Maguire, Donny van der Beek even, you know, Henderson. There's quite a few players Manchester United could raise some cash with by selling, guys, which would obviously be absolutely beautiful. 100%. Okay, so let's have a look at this. Rushy says we've got a new update in here. Let's take a look at this. There's another report here that says that Man United remain interested in Axel Disasi, but Johnny Evans buys them time there. So, yep, interested. Maybe the Disasi link has got some basis. And also another report that says that Tony Martial is currently recovering from a hamstring strain. He will be eased back into training on Manchester United's tour of the US, but it remains to be seen if he can feature in Las Vegas. Hopefully he gets back soon, so the more likely he is to be sold then. If he gets back fit, obviously we know that he's recovering from some sort of hamstring injury. Hopefully that happens very, very quickly and he gets back into the side and we can put him in the shop window and sell him. Obviously we can't sell a player who's injured and would fail a medical, etc., so we need him to be fit. So get in there, my son, that would be nice. Right, okay, just a couple of other little things to get into, folks, and then we will be getting into the live chat for a Q&A, etc. Make sure you keep hitting that thumbs up button. How many are we on right now? Let's take a little look. Thank you, everyone, for getting in for the stream tonight, peeps. We're on 138 likes. We got 200 legends watching. That's decent, but it's not great. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't done so. Let's have a little bacon brigade. Assemble! Like spike! And hit that thumbs up button. Every little like helps us boost up there, compete with clickbaiters and corporations. So twat that thumbs up button and hit the old subscribe button if you are new as well. Get yourself in here raw and say hello. Say hello, guys. Absolutely. Yeah, that's right. So absolutely, that's what we need to be doing, guys. Like spike, says Mark N. Precisely. Larry Hass has hit that like. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit, Boomy says giveaway picture. You know what? I've actually completely forgotten to set that up, mate. Oh, no. Maybe I have to set it up live on stream. Fucking hell, I totally forgot about that, mate. I can't believe I've forgotten that. What a mug. That's well bad. Oh, no. This is where my head's at, guys. But we are giving away 5 T-shirts, guys, to some legends in the chat who entered. I am a nightmare, Mark Coughlin. I totally forgot to set it up, mate. What a fucking absolute prat. Oh, no, that's bad. Anyway, we'll come back to that at the end of the show. We'll figure out what to do. Right, thank you. So, wait, I've still got some more stuff to talk about, guys. Right, this is just nothing really too interesting, but sort of related to Man United in a way here. This is from Fab. Borussia Dortmund are closing in on Marcel Sabitzer deal. Agreement on the verge of being reached between the clubs with Bayern. The deal will cost 19 million euros, as per Plettigol reported it. Final talks on payment terms. Man United decided not to proceed with Sabitzer talks. So would you sign Sabitzer for 19 million euros? Yes or no? I'll be honest with you, we don't really need him now, do we? It would just be another midfielder that we're adding to the ranks. He's a bit of an injury-prone Mount now as well. Like, he did get injured a bit. He was good. I think he was quite good when we had him. But we got Mount now. We signed Mount. We got Bruno. We need to get rid of midfielders, not add more to them now, really. Obviously, Amrabat would be a great signing. We want to add better midfielders, but not just more average sort of players. And there's nothing wrong with Marcel Sabitzer. He's a decent guy, decent player. But he's not all that, really. He's not all that. Pressing is so important for us. We can't get Kane, says Boomy. Interesting. Marcus Stevenson says for the bench if we get rid of McFred, says Marcus Stevenson. Maybe if we get rid of both of those guys. It's not a lot of money, is it, for a good player like Marcel? So that's a fair point. I mean, he 19 million euros is like 14 million pounds or something. It's really not very much. Mark Coffin, our next game is Wednesday, lad. I'm not sure if it's free on United TV, but it's on Wednesday. 3:30 a.m, bro. 3:30 a.m, absolute filth. 3:30 AM UK time. You would have kept Sabitzer, says Mike Hill. Okay, fair enough. Well, it's a little bit of split there, but most people are saying no. Probably because we have now got Mount. Do we really need Sabitzer? Not as much as we used to. Perhaps if we were to get rid of Fred and also McTominay, it would make sense to maybe go and buy him. But other than that, you know, not really worth our while at this moment in time. So that's a bit of news anyway. Also, we got some good news here, guys. A little bit of good news. So obviously Amad Diallo came off in the game yesterday against the Rasmus Hojlund, and there's good news for Man United. Amad Diallo, his injury's not serious, feared the worst, but apparently it's nothing serious, and he will be back soon. So that's obviously really good news about Amad Diallo. Get in there, my son. Very nice to have Amad Diallo fit and available and as an option. We don't know what's going to happen with him, whether or not he's going to stay or go out on loan this season, but you know, he's looked pretty lively in pre-season, and he's done pretty well, and obviously we want as many players fit as possible. And you know, I'm glad it's nothing really serious. It would have been pretty gash if he's like got some sort of ACL injury or something like that. That'd be absolutely horrendous, wouldn't it? Yep, indeed. Okay, nice one, guys. So quick rundown of what we've discussed, then I'm going to get into the live chat for a Q&A. Thank you all for getting in here raw tonight. Really do appreciate you guys. Thank you very much for joining the Bacon Express tonight. Keep twatting the likes and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Also, another report that says, from Samuel Luckhurst, just come out, that says Manchester United are in line for Harry Kane in case Tottenham are open to a sale to a Premier League club. Interesting stuff. I mean, there's just some Kane news that is coming out this evening, which is quite interesting. Breaking stuff, obviously, what we're discussing here. Again, take it with a pinch of salt. It's from Samuel Luckhurst. But, you know, still, you know, it's interesting, guys. It's interesting. Look, here's another report here, guys, on Kane. Manchester United are in line for Harry Kane in case Tottenham are open to talks to sell to a Premier League club. They might want to sell him abroad. They would probably rather him go to play for Bayern or PSG so it doesn't, you know, come back to bite them so soon in the Premier League. I would like to think that Man United are in line to buy him, but we'll have to wait and see on that one, guys. It's still very unlikely that we would go and get Kane, but hopefully so. Right, peeps. Thank you for the updates, by the way, Rushmano. Quick rundown of what we discussed. So, Hojlund bid coming in very, very soon. As you can see from this tweet from Fabrizio Romano, he said that there is expected to be a Man United bid very, very soon. Submit the bid in the next week is what's expected. An official bid for Rasmus Hojlund. PSG are also speaking to the players' side. Man United are set to bid soon, and there's also probably the idea that he wants to join Manchester United ahead of anybody else at this moment in time, as he's agreed personal terms with us. Man United are working on a deal for Fred as well to go away, and also Bailly and Martial. Hopefully we can put that towards maybe getting Amrabat or Hojlund or maybe Kane, I suppose, if that's stories to be believed. We'll see. And then also, yeah, you know, Amrabat is obviously still on the agenda, but we're maybe looking to wait to sell Fred first. It's basically the news, guys. A very slow news day today, as I say. There's not really too much going on. Obviously, Harry Kane news coming out. It's interesting, very interesting. Probably would make sense if they sold him to Bayern or even PSG ahead of Manchester United. If I was Spurs and I could get nearly as much money for him, I would certainly sell him to one of those teams abroad rather than Man United. That's just the way it is. Unless Man United were prepared to give us, like, you know, 10, 20 million more, it's not really worth their while letting him go. And unless Harry Kane had his heart set on staying in the Premier League and he just really did not want to leave and go and play in Germany. But as I say, I do think that it's quite likely that he would want to, you know, like he would want to play for Bayern or a team like that where he's guaranteed to win trophies after a really barren spell of trophies at the Spurs shithouses. Right, let's get into the live chat then, folks. We're going to have a Q&A now. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for the stream. Keep hitting that thumbs up button. Before I do, I'm going to go over to Twitter. Give us a little retweet over on the twits, and I'll shout you all out now. Thank you, everyone who's done that, by the way. We just go over to Twitter and have a little look, see what's going down. We've had 13 retweets. Thank you, everyone, for sharing the show. It does help out. I appreciate you all. Aaron Homeyard, Kieran, Transfers_UTD, Stephen Braun, John Boy Cat, J United and Gaming, Boomy, Michael Paul, Sin Games, Vincent Bullock, Feline Fur, Andy Davidge, and Luan France. Let's be having you. Thank you so much to everybody who's retweeted the show there. I appreciate you. Get in there, you absolute legends. Nice one. That's great stuff. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone, for retweeting the show there. That's brilliant. All right, nice. Okay, I'm going to get into the Q&A for a little bit then. So please do have your say. Get some thoughts and opinions in there. That would be epic. Captain Bringdown says, have a feeling United won't give up Kane. Spurs will want the 100 million. We will get him in August. Hojlund as well. Well, that would be crazy, Captain Bringdown. What a season that would be. What a summer that would be. And what a season to look forward to if we could have Kane and Hojlund in the team. It would be, it almost sounds too good to be true, but that's what we need. It's exactly what we need. A silly place to squat says Hojlund looks great and all, but he's just not experienced enough yet. It would be a huge mistake for United if they don't bring in someone more experienced. Spot on, I agree. I do agree with it. I think he'll be great in a couple of years. But right now, to put all our eggs in the Hojlund basket is asking for trouble. Is Wes Brown a legend? I think he absolutely is. How could Mahmoud, mate? How many trophies did he win at United? I don't know off the top of my head, but a whole bunch. Not everyone can be Rio and Vidic as well, you know. You need people backing him up. And certainly he's a legend. Do you think we need another solid central defender to cover for Varane? Ideally, yeah, Babes at Busby, a good young hot prospect would be nice. 100% agree with you, bud. Are we lucky to be getting 2 good years out of Kane? Wages would cripple us. I don't know. I mean, he's only 29. People go on about Kane like he's 34 or something now. We're in the age of Zlatan and Ronaldo and these guys doing the bits until deep into their mid-30s, even older. Kane, maybe be a different sort of guy, but I'm sure he could still... I mean, he doesn't rely on pace and stuff anyway. He relies on his intelligence, his finishing ability, his movement. So I actually do think that Kane could still do the business for a good 3 or 4 years to a very high level. But his wages would be very high. But would they be higher than David De Gea's? I don't think so. You know, maybe it'd be worth it as well. It'd be worth it to get someone like Kane in there, I think, with his quality. Kane 36 as Alan Partridge, maybe. But what we could do is sign him up to a big money 3-year deal and with an option for an extra year and then assess it in 3 years' time. That way, you know, I mean, the only drawback about him is that obviously once you've reached the end of his career at United with his contract, the end of his contract, there's no resale value there. You can't get money back for him. It's just money that you're spending. Whereas like Hojlund, obviously you can get money back. You can even make money on him. So that's the difference. Kane and Hojlund for about 150 is worth it. There's no toes. If you sign Mbappe, you put a clear statement out there. Fair one. I mean, would he come to us? Question marks. If we could get him, absolutely go and try. Marken says, what quality is Trophy Cabinet only has cobwebs? Because he's a Spurs mug. Get Duncan Ferguson instead, says Bell. Hojlund could be another flop like Depay. Martial says must play. Mbappe's toxic. I'm with you there, Abba Latif Sharif, as well. It does seem very toxic, lad. United do that anyway, says Marcus Stevenson. Definitely. We can sell him to Saudi in 3 years for 40 million, says Ryan. Maybe. It might be a bit of a hard sell by then. We'll have to see. I mean, lots of stuff could happen between now and then, but who knows? I mean, look, what do you want? Do you want to spend 60 million euros on a young player who might not change too much at your football club, or do you want somebody who's actually a ready-made product like right now, like Casemiro when Casemiro came in? I'd rather go and get that and give us exactly what we're missing right now than somebody that's going to probably be good in a couple of years. Well, I'm sure he would be good for us now as well, but there's a difference between 9 Serie A goals and 30 Premier League goals. That's a big difference. Mbappe won't sign long deal. It'll be 3 years max and he'll go after 2. Not what we want from him. Fair play, lad. Abba Latif Sharif says, ain't good for the dressing room. Seems to think he's bigger than the team. Another prima donna. You would rather have Hojlund than Kane, says Jamie Robinson. Fair play to you, lad. Manu able to play at DM, says Rajat. We could have got Haaland for 4 mil. That's mad. Well, back in like the mouldy days, I suppose. Even when he's older, he can play as a playmaker 9.5. Doesn't need athleticism, only his technique. Yeah, spot on. I think Kane's a banger. What a player. What an intelligent player. What a great finisher. What a great goal scorer. Rather have Sesko than Hojlund, to be honest. The Dane got outscored by freaking Balogun, says must play. PSG are butthurt. Mbappe rejected their deal, so trying to tear him down. Yeah, absolutely. Calvert-Lewin, says Primot. Give me 3 years of toxic. I'm not so sure about some of these, 3 years of toxic Mbappe. I mean, he's obviously going to bang you a lot of goals in, I suppose, but might leave you in a worse position at the end of it, but who knows? He's a Liverpooler. I doubt that, Peter Skogman, lad. Look at the profile, not the goals. I mean, that's true. You can't necessarily say he's going to do 9 goals. He's obviously got all the attributes you want, and maybe what Ten Hag wants as well. If you had to choose between Hojlund, Kane, or Mbappe, I'd go Harry Kane, because Mbappe's on nearly $1 million a week, which is just crazy wages. People are saying that Kane will cause us wages issues. Bloody Mbappe's going to totally destroy our wage structure again. And also, he's a bit of a prima donna. And also Kane's proven to do it in this league that we actually play in, the Premier League. So, you know, if anybody knows a thing or two about scoring goals for us, it would be Harry Kane. So I'd go Harry Kane out of those three. Plus he's less drama, he's less ego than Mbappe. Even though Mbappe may be a better player, and he's younger, obviously, way younger. It's just maybe too much trouble. €6, 3 slices of crumbed ham pig. You fucking what, Bell? You agree to be honest, says Mike. Want 200 million signing fees as Alan Partridge. Proven to win not trophies in 10 years. Yeah, you're obsessed with this, aren't you, Mark N? I noticed this about you. You're obsessed with Kane not having trophies. Strange that. You do realise he's a Tottenham player. That's why he has no trophies. If he was playing for City, do you think he'd have no trophies? It's not about that. He's obviously carried Spurs for all that time. Hey, nice one, guys. We've got 162 likes. Keep hitting that thumbs up button, everybody. Drop a little like on this video if you haven't done so. That'd be much appreciated. And we've got a late night tweet. Thank you, Rushy, for letting us know this. We've got a late night tweet from Fabrizio Romano in regards to Hojlund. Let's get this update up on the screen for you guys. Here it is. So Fabrizio's just tweeted out this, guys, at 11 p.m. Thank you, Rushy, for keeping us up to date. He says, Manchester United remain focused on Rasmus Hojlund as new striker at this stage, despite recent stories around Harry Kane. Opening bid for Hojlund coming soon after personal terms agreed. Yeah, that sounds about right to me. The Kane news, it's unlikely. And if we do go in for him, it'll probably be after another club has reached some sort of monetary agreement with Spurs. Why are we going to fanny around for him and maybe miss out on one of these young guys? We'll probably end up, yeah, we might have a stab at him later on in the window once he's agreed something, or that once Spurs have agreed something with, with a team. Thank you, Jan Hallis. Is really looking forward to your watch alongs. Thank you very much, bud. Yep, indeed. Back again for the Wrexham game. Kane for us be killer. Anyone says no trophies don't get the situation of poopy Tottenham. Exactly, Dale. Rushy says Fabrizio been watching the stream. Hi, Fab. We best hope Fab never tweets a nude or it's straight up on our stream, says Bell691. I hope he does. Watching, says Rushmano. There you go. Fabby, hello to you, my friend. But anywho, great stuff. Okay, so I'm going to have to I've totally had a mare, guys. So I was going to do this giveaway tonight, and I've literally forgotten to do it. I can't believe I've done that, guys. It's because I was just busy getting stuff sorted out with all these Twitter links and stuff. But I've totally forgotten to do it, haven't I? There's so many people I've got to write down in a list and draw it live on that Wheel of Fortune thing. I suppose I could do it now, but it's going to take me like 10 minutes just to type up the everybody in the list. So, yeah. Hey, Sing Games, what's going on, lad? How you doing, bro? Hello from glorious country of Kazakhstan. Naz says, get in there, my son. Sing Games says, I have the list. But have you got the list from that Harry Maguire video? Because that's the list of, that's where people entered, was from the Harry Maguire video. So what's the list you've got, Sing Games? That would be amazing if you have the list, though. But it's actually specifically people that I said to go and comment on the Harry Maguire video. That's how they entered. Not from the chat last night. It was actually, you had to go over to the Harry Maguire video and comment on that at the end of a previous video. Sing Game says, yes, you're a fucking legend then. Send me it and I'll get this giveaway done right now. Dude, Sing Games is somewhat, some people may call Sing Games the superhero, guys. Can we get some mad love in the chat for Sing Games? He's got the list of people from the Harry Maguire giveaway, lad. What a fucking legend. You're a hero, my son. Okay, yes, please do send it me then, Sing Games, and I'll copy and paste it over to this Wheel of Names website, and that way we'll be able to choose everyone. Happy days, folks. Get in there, you beauty. What a legend. That is absolutely brilliant. Thank you, Sing Games. What a don. Love that. Yeah, we're going to do it then. We're going to do it. Sing Games is sorting us out with the list. It would have taken me ages to do otherwise. That's why I was thinking I'm in an iron about it. So let's get this. Sing Games is going to send it to me. Right, let's read a few more comments out then. Sing Games is actually a world-class saver, isn't he? Sing Games is a genius. Big time, Rushmano. I'm absolutely just a complete, I don't know me ask for me elbow, do I really, it turns out. But Sing Games is there to save me. No, seriously, what a genius, man, coming up with these. Look at this shit, guys. Sing Games is responsible for this, guys. Guy's an absolute hero. Guy's a bloody genius, I tell you. A genius. Maguire striker, here we go, says Nelbis. Yeah, nice one. Will Greenwood spread some defence? Oh, no, Alan Partridge. Right. Okay. Let's see what's going on here then. So let me get this Wheel of Names website sorted, guys. Give me 2 seconds. I'll just capture this window. So if I go over here, you're going to have to bear with me a moment, peeps. Plus window capture. Window capture 6. And there it is right there. Okay, now hang on. I've just got to put that behind me. So if I just go backwards. Bear with me a moment, guys. Bear with me a moment. Bear with me a moment. Bear with me a moment. Move it down. Move it down. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me here, guys. Bear with me. I'm still here. I'm still here. Still here, guys. I'm still here, guys. Just trying to move this. Trying to move this. All right. Okay. Okay. Right. We're getting there. We're getting there, peeps. I've got so much stuff sorted out. Right, there we go. Wait a sec. Okay, so if I pop that there. What? Hang on. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. Okay. Move that above there. And then move. Get rid of this whole background. Right. Okay. Yeah. 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 We're there, guys. We're there. We've done it. We've done it. I have to move that. I have to move that so we can see who's actually getting selected. Okay, brilliant. That'll do, won't it? That's going to have to do, guys. That's all right. Yeah, nice one. Right. Okay, hang on. Let's wait for this list then. 2 seconds, peeps. Okay, we've got the list. Oh, brilliant. Thank you for letting us know that as well as in games. Great stuff. Right, hang on a sec. Let me get this list. I've got this list. List of users who commented. You're a fucking banger, lad. Get in there, my son. Dude, this is going to be easy. I've just got to copy and paste this. There's a shitload of people, though. Crikey. Okay, great. Look at that. Copy. Copy, Control C. Go over to there. Put it in here. Did it work? Didn't work. Oh, it worked. Get in there, my son. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Can you see that? Special one if you can see that. It's fucking worked, guys. Let me get this Fabrizio thing out of the way so you can see what's going on here. Oh, let me get the chat out. Let me move the chat. Actually, forget that. I won't move the chat, but look, hang on. I will move the chat. Wait, let me just get rid of it for a second. No, that's not it. Sorry about this. This is amateur hour right here. This is why I wanted to set it up beforehand rather than when I'm live on the show, but it's fine. Sing Games, what a fucking legend, by the way. Look at this. He's just, how easy was that for? How easy was that, guys? How easy was that? Sing Games, you're a don, lad. You're a fucking legend, my son. Shout out to Sing Games for having all the names there. What a hero. That is legit. Super legit. Right, just need to get rid of the chat. Browser source chat. There it is. Get rid of that. Then you can all see. Yeah, there you can see the names. So we've got all these people are entered into the giveaway. Sean Hockridge, Sing Games, Boomy, CZ Bam, Dean, Duke of Rodtown, Bob Dickweed, United Tactical Talk. I'm not going to go through the whole list, but I'll just scroll so you can see if you're on there, guys. You should be on there if you entered the giveaway via the Harry Maguire video. See this? All these legends are in here. We're going to pick 5 winners, guys, of the giveaway, which gets you a t-shirt of your choosing from the flyingpigclothing.com website. And they come in black or white. You just have to let us know on social media where to send it to and also what size you want and which design you want. And I will get that. Hang on. Vegete Principate on there 3 times. And that must be an error. I don't think anybody else is on there twice. But I just saw he was on there 3 times at the end, obviously. So I'll just move that to 1. I don't think there's a... Oh, no, wait, he's on there again there. Fuck's going on there, Sing Games, mate? Wait, this has to be right. This has to be fair. Wait a second. Vegetate Principe... Oh, shit, he's on there again, mate. Oh, no. It's... Oh, you see? Oh, no. Oh. Controversy. Oh, right. Okay, oh, goodness me, right. Match fixing, says the Hoot Man. I'm going to have to look at this, guys, but bear with me. This is serious stuff. This is very serious stuff. Vegetate Principe's on there twice. Wait, no, he's not there. He's not at the bottom anymore. Vegetate Principe's there. He's there again. What's happening there? Okay, Is he up here? Is he up here? Is he up here? Alright, guys, I'm pretty sure, right? Oh, no, Sucranational Pasha's on there twice. Fuck. Oh, no, Sucranational Pasha's on there again. Oh, no, Duncan. Oh, no. That's fine. It's a different Duncan. Sorry, peeps, but this has to be fair. This isn't fair. It's shite. So, wait, I'm just having a look-see. Give me a moment. Guys, does that look fair to you? I don't think there's any doubles on there again now. Let me just try and figure it. If you see one, let me know. I'm pretty sure there's no doubles on here now. Let us know. Can you see that? Oh, bloody hell. Oh. You missed him twice more, says Nick Stevenson. Oh, hey, thank you, NH, for being a member for 4 months. He says, Pig, use a duplicate deleter website. Just copy the list and it'll get rid of the doubles. Are you serious, mate? Do you know what I mean? That seems disaster, says Rushmano. Wait, I'll remove duplicates, says Sing Games. Hang on, I'm trying to do it live on the thing. Everybody can see. So I'm trying to do it live on the thing. I'm sure I can. Sucranational Pasha. Is he on there again? No. I'm pretty sure that's it, guys, isn't it? Yeah. That looks good to me. That looks good, doesn't it? I don't know. Smash a 1 if that looks good, guys. Oh no, Sucranational Pasha's on there again. Oh, this is a shit show. Teething problems here, guys. Teething problems. You know, we'll figure something out here, guys. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, guys. We'll figure this out. It's fine. We'll figure this out. We'll figure it out, guys. Hey, Shane McCarthy. Sorry I missed that, mate. He's been a member for a year. Let's get a cheeky little sue in the live chat there for Shane McCarthy. He's literally been a member for a year, man. Thank you so much for supporting this channel for 1 year, you don. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much. What a hero. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Just bear with. I think it's looking good now. Vegete Principe, he's up there. Where else is he? He's up there. Why is he so duplicated? I don't understand. Anyway. Oh shit, he's there again. Fucking hell. He was literally at the top as well. Bollocks. Alright, okay, I think it was just him, like, duplicated loads and Sucranational Pasha once. But it's hard to say, really. It's really hard to say. I mean, obviously, I'm trying to figure out who's got dupes there, but I don't think there's any other dupes. Doesn't look like it, guys. Let me know if you spy one. I'm scrolling through all the names of people that are available here for the Selezione. Let me know if you can see one that is actually a dupe. Dabo says, I didn't see my name. Scamozed. Scamozed? What does that even mean? Oh, my God. You sent me a new link, says Sing Games. Okay, let's have a look at this. Give me 2 secs, peeps. 2 seconds. Let me try and figure this out. This is a possible shit show, but you're just going to have to bear with me, guys. You know, possible shit show, but... Okay, so Sing Games has sent me a new link here. List of users who've commented. Okay, great stuff. Copy this list. Control C. Right, now let's just delete this list here. Okay, let's just delete all that. And let's paste it in there, guys. Ready? Okay. Now that should be good to go. But let's just double check now. Sing Games has made a new list and removed all the duplicates for me there. This looks good. This looks good so far. I don't see Vegete Principe twice. So, this looks pretty good to me. Yeah, I think we're about ready to go. Thank you, Sing Games, for saving the day there, my son. That looks good to me, guys. Yeah, everybody happy with that, guys? Everybody happy with that? Smash a 1 in the chat if you're happy with that, guys. Let us know. Sing Games, thank you so much for that, bud. I appreciate it. Honestly, very nice. Very nice. United Devil, we're doing a giveaway. Everybody who commented on the Harry Maguire video within a certain hour time frame the other night has been entered into a giveaway. We're giving away 5 t-shirts, guys. So obviously, we're going to make sure it's 5 different winners. So we're going to choose 5 in a row. Hang on, let me just get that out there so you can see it a bit better. But there's 121 entries, it says. These are the entries all here on the right. And it's actually really bloody hard to see who's going to win one. There's so many. But I have to squint and tell you who's won, right? Okay? So we're going to do this giveaway. So all you have to do if you win is contact me on social media and tell me your size and tell me which design that you want. Duplicate still there, says Philip. Who? Who's still a duplicate, lad? Philip Chapman, who's still a duplicate? Please tell me. Oh, my God. Duplicate still there, he says. Who is a dupe? Who's a dupe? Tell me. I think you're just winding me up, aren't you, Philip Chapman? That's what you're doing there, aren't you? You're not seeing any duplicates. I can't see any either. Don't know about that there, my friend. I actually asked people to enter on the same video, the Harry Maguire video. But I guess if they typed their entries maybe more than once, I suppose it could have picked them out. Go for it, says Mark Coughlin. Looks fine, says the Hoot Man. Okay, I'm going to do it, guys. Right, good luck, everybody. This is an absolute shit show. I'm not doing this again. This is everybody. I don't think there's any dupes, guys. It looks fine to me. Okay, nice one. There's everybody there. Right, let's do this, guys. Let's get a drum roll, please. Everybody smash that like button, by the way. Hit the thumbs up. Drop a little like on this video. We're on 181 likes. I tell you what, we're going to start when we get to 190 likes. So that means you there in your underpants, scratching your undercarriage there. Smash the like button, you lazy toe rag. Hit that thumbs up button right now, and then we're going to pick the first winner. There's going to be 5 separate winners of this, and you are going to get a cheeky, you're going to get a cheeky t-shirt if you win. Well, I'm going to do it, guys, in a minute when we've hit 190. We're close. We've done it, guys. We're on 194 likes. You see, you just need a bit of encouragement sometimes, that's all. Here we go. I'm going to do it now, peeps. Ready? So all we have to do is click spin or press control and enter. I'm just going to click it to spin it, right, guys? Good luck, everybody. Get a hashtag good luck in there for everyone. Good luck, guys. Look at that shitty TeamViewer advert. What the fuck? Do one, TeamViewer. Do one, you fucking Glazer enablers. Do one. Anyway, right, here we go. I'm going to click spin. Ready? Look at that TeamViewer advert right there. Piss take. Good luck. And the first spin has been made, guys. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to land on? Will it be you? The first winner of a t-shirt. Fucking hell, what does that say? Sean Hock. Oh, nice. It pops up big. I'm glad about that. Sean Hockridge, 6551. Sean Hockridge, you have won a t-shirt, mate. Get in there, my son. Sean Hockridge, you have one. Let me write this down. At Sean Hockridge 6551. Sean Hockridge has won. Are you even in here? Don't know if he's even in here. Okay, so let's close. So hang on, I click remove, so he's out of there now, yeah? If I press remove, he's gone. I'm pretty sure. From the... Yeah, let's do that. Let's take him out of there then. Remove. Okay, great. Yeah, it took him out. Good stuff. So now we've got 120 entries. Sean Hockridge, you've won one, mate. Well done. GG's to you, my son. So all you got to do is give us a contact on social media, Instagram or Twitter. Tell me your address, where to send it to, your size, and which design you want and what colour, whether it's black or white. Right, okay, guys, here we go. 120 entries still left. Good luck, guys. Next winner is... It's exciting. Boing. Who's that? Callum Hughes, 6743. Who the fuck's that? Who the fuck is that guy? I don't know, mate. You see, this is weird because YouTube has like if you click on that link or search that link, he might have a different name on YouTube in the chat. This is like his alias thing on YouTube now. But congratulations to Callum Hughes 6743, who has won a t-shirt. Congratulations, lad. Get in there, my son. You have won. You have won indeed. Callum Hughes 6743. Well done, bud. Good stuff. Yeah, come on down. Right, let's remove him. 119 entries. Come on down. Next up, we've got 3 more to go, peeps. Come on, it's all going off here. Next up, the 3rd winner of a t-shirt, peeps. Simon Almeida, I do recognise him. Simon Almeida, get in there, my son. Let's go, Simon Almeida 8666. Simon Almeida, mate, are you in the chat? I don't know. Get in there, you beautiful bastard. He's won. Oh, yeah, Simon Almeida gets a cheeky little Bacon Brigade t-shirt of his choice. Let's go. May I recommend the Glazers Out one? Well done, says Slurp King. Oh, yeah, get in there, Simon Almeida. Well played, sir. You have won. Simon Almeida, get in. Is he? Oh, there he is. He's in the chat. He says, nice one, pig. Simon Almeida, get in there. Just give us a message on Insta or Twitter, lad. And I will send it your way very, very soon. And tell me which one you want. Go to the website, flyingpigclothing.com, and choose it. And obviously, you know, let us know your size and stuff and where to send it to. And I will get it your way. He's in the chat there, Simon Almeida. Good stuff. I'm glad that somebody's actually in the chat who's won one. Simon, that's great. Okay, you ready, folks? Next one. The 4th winner then is going to be... Suspect? Who's this? Luke Look MUFC. Get in there, Luke Look MUFC, lad. A long-time channel member, Don. What's going on? Luke Look MUFC, lad. Where are you at? Are you in the live chat tonight? I don't know. Hey, there he is. Luke Look MUFC. Get in there, my son. Luke Look MUFC has won a t-shirt. Get in there, Luke Look MUFC. There he is. Get him, bud. He's won the 4th shirt. Again, just let me know your size and what one you want, and I'll get it sent out to you, mate, my friend, and tell me where to send it to on social media, of course, in my inbox on Twitter or Insta. Get in there, my son. Right, we've got one more winner to pick. One more winner to pick here, guys. Hey, G-Wolf United, what's going on, lad? Hello. Get in there. Yeah, well done, Luke. I'm glad that somebody who's an MUFC fan has won one, to be fair. That's great. That's awesome. Right, the last one then for... Oh, shit, did I leave him in there? I think I pressed close instead of remove. Hang on, I left him in there, didn't I? Let's get rid of him. Luke Look MUFC. I've accidentally left him in there. Oh, there he is. Okay, great. That's fantastic. That is fantastic, guys. Let's do this. So the last winner to pick then, guys, is... So there's 118 entries now. Beautiful. Last pick then, guys. Good luck, peeps. So that's 4 winners. Congratulations to you guys. I will give you a rundown at the end of who's won what. Here we are then, peeps. Last winner, guys. Boing. Come on. I should have written my name in there. Oh, it's the Ulfster. Ulf793, mate. Yes, lad. What a fucking legend. What a nice guy, mate. This guy does Viking reenactments and goes to battlefields and wields swords and axes and shit for fun. That's the sort of guy who's just won right there. Ulf793 has won a t-shirt, mate. Go on, Ulfster. Don't know if he's in the chat tonight, but he is a long-time legend who's always in here. So much love to Ulf. He's won. That's fantastic. Get in there, the Ulfster. Ulf793's won. So let's have a little rundown of the 5 legends who've won this. We've got Sean Hockridge, 6551. Callum Hughes, 6743. Simon Almeida, 8666. Luke Look MUFC, and Ulf793. So remember that, peeps. And give us a contact on social media and we will get you a t-shirt out to you. Some of you may not be in the chat right now, in which case we'll tell you. Oh, there he is. 0793, he's in the chat. Get in there, Ulster. He's won. 0793 has won a t-shirt, lad. Click the results tab at the bottom, at the top. How do I do that then? Close. Oh, results. Look at that. 5. Oh, nice one. Good man, Sim Games. There they are right there. Sean Hockridge, Callum Hughes, and also Simon Almeida, Luke MEFC, and Ulf793. Get in there, you beautiful bastards. That's sensational. Kane update, says Rushy. Do you know what? Fuck the Harry Kane news. We'll see. I think Hojlund's our first pick, isn't he? Thank you, Rushy, for sending us those details, man. I'll probably get on that, and that'll be the main story for tomorrow afternoon show. But you know what? Let's, yeah, I'll come back to that. I'll come back to that, you legend. Thank you so much for sending us that. But yes, you know, Harry Kane news, I don't know about that, to be honest. I think we're going in for Rasmus Hojlund, aren't we? I would rather go for Kane, but there you go. Mark Wallace says he was robbed. Oh, no, Mark Wallace, I'm sorry, bud. It happens. There can only be 5 winners here tonight. Naz says, this is fixed, Piggy. Well, you know, that really doesn't make sense, does it? You've just literally seen it drawn in front of you, completely impartially, mate. You've just seen the whole process. How does that even make sense? Get in there, my son. Let's be having you. Come on. Thank you. Yeah, good. Congrats to everybody else, though. Yes, get some hashtag congratulations in there, peeps. Absolutely. Howdy do there, William Reedy. Good to see you also, my son. I hope you're having a good night, pal. Oh, yes, sirree. What's this? Oh, shit. Clicked off the wrong thing. Right, anyway, there we go. So, guys, thank you so much for getting in here. Look at that. Look at that background there, guys. And I've got to try and fix all this shit now. I've completely had a mare. I've got to fix some stuff. Let's get that out of there. Window capture. Hang on, I've got to fix my whole stream now. Where's my thing gone? Oh, yeah, nice. Okay, okay. And then we'll pop that back to... Pop that back over here. And make that large again. Okay, that'll do. Great stuff. That's good enough. And then, where's my chat gone? Where's my chat? Browser source chat. That should come back. There it is. And then, what else is there? I'm pretty sure that's fixed. Yeah, I could have just Control-Z'd it there. You're good. You're spot on. You're spot on. You demand a respin, says Madhouse. Well, you're not getting one, my son. Anyway, congrats to everyone who's won. All you have to do is contact us on social media, as I say, Instagram or Twitter, and let us know your details. That'd be beautiful. No, thank you, Rashat. That's not going to happen. Right, guys. That's the end of the stream. Thank you very much for tuning in. Oh, wait. Hojlund update now. Okay, hang on, Rushman. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this, lad. What's going on with Hojlund? Justin, Rasmus Hojlund wants Manchester United at any cost. He has an agreement with United on a deal worth €4.5 million per season plus bonuses. In the last hours, Hojlund has reiterated to his agency his desire to prioritise Manchester United. Get in there, my son. So there you go. As I said earlier on, that he has the, he wanted to prioritise Man United. I think we've already actually read this one out tonight, basically just slightly worded differently, but that's cool. There it is, guys. Justin, Rasmus Hojlund. To be fair, we didn't know about the fee or the amount of money here. This is what Alfredo Padula is reporting, that it's a 4.5 million a year deal. Sounds very low. Sounds very low, but I mean, that might be the case, guys. Get in there, Rasmus Hojlund. Hopefully that's going to be beautiful, and we'll obviously try and get that deal done. He's agreed terms with us. So, and there's another report here that says United know Atalanta will want the same transfer fee for Rasmus Hojlund that Fiorentina got for Vlahovic to Juventus. So, interesting stuff from Alfredo Padula there. Interesting. Thank you, Rushmano, for the late updates there in regards to Rasmus Hojlund. Lots of stuff coming in late night here, folks. So, yeah. Good stuff. Hopefully very, very soon we see Man United go in for an official bid with this guy. That'd be nice. Thank you, Mark Coughlin says, top show pig once again, mate. See you all soon. Get in there. Rasmus Hojlund says, Kingslayer. Thank you, Bada Bing. Hojlund imminent. How you feel, says Malps. Let's hope so, bud. Hey, Biscuit Bandit, thank you for the super chat, mate. Says Hojlund is only looking for more money. PSG will sign him. Not so sure about that, bud. It's a possibility, but it's reported that he wants Manchester United. So we'll have to wait and see, but only time will tell. I think we'll get him. Let's get some hashtag Glazers out in there. Thank you, Duke of Rodtown. Kane update. We've already talked about that now, 786 lad. Great stream. Thank you, the Hoop Man. Great show. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I'm going to have to wrap it up, guys. It's getting really late. It's nearly midnight. I'm absolutely shattered. So I'm going to leave this stream there. But thank you, everybody, for getting in. Once again, thank you to Sing Games for all the help with the Twitter stuff and also the list of everybody who entered. Also, congratulations to the 5 winners. And also, thank you to Rush Mano for all of the updates throughout as well. Absolute lad. Appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. Great community effort tonight, guys. Really appreciate you. Thank you, everyone, for getting in here. You bunch of legends. Thank you, everyone on the screen here. True Dons and Donesses of the channel. Much love. Piggy loves you. I'll be back tomorrow with the latest news. We'll talk about Kane then. We'll talk about, Hojlund. Hopefully there'll be some more movement. A bit of a slow news day today, but a little flurry at the end with a lot of late reports coming out on Twitter, close to midnight. That's why we do these late night shows. Disco Dave's channel's really taken off. Great shows all weekend. Thank you, Disco Dave, lad. I appreciate you, my friend. Very nice to say. Yeah, we're getting there, lad. We're starting to build up the old algorithm again now. We had a little break, didn't we, for a month or so where we didn't really do any content. And, obviously the channel just got, dug down in the lower part of the algorithm. And now we're clawing our way back out there, my son. It's a great community anyway we've got here, so I'm not too worried about, subscribers anymore or anything like that. It doesn't matter, mate. We've got a fantastic community of legends. And I love doing these shows, and that's what it's all about. Good night, Rugmuncher 007. Thank you, Slurp King, Nas, Pete Morris, Hoopman. United we stand. Get in there, lads. Duke of Rodtown, Kingslayer, Nas, Trooper, Jay, Sylvester. Listen, all of the moderators, all of the members, thank you so much for watching this stream and getting in. Make sure you drop a like on this video before you go. Hit the thumbs up button. That'll help us out. We did get 200 likes, so that's awesome. Also, come back tomorrow. We'll be back on with the latest United news in a no bullshit way. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the red subscribe button and click the bell icon for notifications. Check out the links in the description to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick. All at Flying Pig United. And have yourself a cracking evening, guys. And also to the 5 winners, go over to flyingpigclothing.com. Tell me which one of the in-stock t-shirts, designs that you want, what size, what colour, and where you want it sent to on social media, guys. And we'll send that out ASAP. Thank you, everyone. Great stream tonight, folks. Love you all. Much love. Get in there, my son. Yes, pick a t-shirt time. Go and do it, Ulster lad. Go and do it, my son. Get in there, you beauty. Right. Good night, and thank you for tuning in, guys. See you on the next one. And remember, Piggy loves you. And also remember, when the seagulls follow the trawler, as this is because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much.